Good morning, Teal Nation and beyond. You're listening to WCCUSN, Coastal Carolina University's student-run sports network. We welcome you over here to beautiful Conway, South Carolina on this rather temperate morning for club sports. We got women's rugby on tap. We have the A side playing against NC State. Their alumni game today. Both teams getting set for the kickoff. I'm joined by my color commentator, Ryan Tunstead. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing good. How are you? Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a wonderful day here as we are now underway here in Conway. NC State started off with the ball. NC State passes it back. Fumble. Coastal picks it up. Number 9. We're going to have a scrum right near the 22-meter mark. While we have a little bit of a break in the action here, let me give you the first half starters for the Chanticleers. You have Addie at number 3, Megan Gumbo at number 2, Nex number 1, Burns number 4, Barbie number 5, Hannah also has Flem at number 6, Ken number 7, Maya at number 8. At number 9 you have Danny. Number 10, you got Paige R as Coastal is working it down the field. Nice tackle there by NC State. Coastal picks it up, passes it back. Coastal running around the edge, getting around the NC State defenders. No one around, and almost in. Coastal working around, no resistance. Close to the try line. They're trying like heck to push it forward. Coastal right on the doorstep of the try. NC State gets the ball back. Tackle there by Coastal. NC State trying to work it around the Coastal defense, backed up way in their own territory. NC State loses the ball. Coastal picks it up. Rushes towards the try line. Tackle. NC State.
Another whistle on the play.
Coastal did get in for the try. That will be 5 points for Coastal Carolina. Hard-fought try down there for Coastal Carolina. They were tackled right on the edge of the try line multiple times.
They were down there for a very long time.
Let me get you the rest of these first half starters for the Chanticleers. Paige R number 10, Jess number 11, Cece at number 12, Cassie number 13, Kamari at number 14, and Kiriah at number 15. Paige R, that is Paige Richardson, one of the star players here for the Coastal Carolina women's rugby team. Named I believe is the physics department player of the year. The absolute stud out here for the Coastal women's rugby team.
The try was good. 7-0 Coastal.
That'll be 2 points for Coastal. Strong start here for the Chanticleers.
NC State getting ready to kick it off here.
It is not halftime, it is the first half. We can change that. Coastal will receive the ball back. Coastal with the ball. Whistle on the play. We will have a scrum at Coastal's 22-meter mark.
NC State looking to get on board, answer Coastal's score. So we're getting ready for the scrum here.
So you can come out with the ball. NC State really trying to swing the momentum back in their favor as Coastal here with the early score. Ball is down. Scrum has begun. Coastal come out with the ball. Stiff arm. Working away through defenders. Tackle on the play. Ball has to get out. Ball is off and out. Picked up by NC State. NC State working through Coastal defense. Tackle on the play. Coastal with the ball back. Running around defenders. A stiff arm there for Coastal. Another stiff arm by number 13. That is Cassie. Pass passes back to number 15. That is Kiriah tackled by NC State. Ball on the ground. Fumbled backwards. Picked up by by NC State. NC State now working it around, working it back. NC State tackled by number 5. That is Barbie. NC State still with the ball. Coastal now comes up with the ball. Coastal passes it back. This is number 2, Gumbo. Gumbo passes it back. Pass back now. Whistle on the play. And we'll have a scrum near the midfield mark. A lot of action here early.
This will be the 3rd scrum of the day. I believe Coastal was one of the first 2. So,
What I'm seeing, Coastal has come away with the first 2 scrums of the game. We'll line up for another one right near the 50-yard, right near the half-yard line.
feels like since Coastal scored, the ball has been on this side of the field ever since then. So NC State trying to answer quickly after the Coastal got in very early on.
Very true. NC State really turning their franchise. That is an easy win for Coastal. Picked up by number 8, Maya. Maya tackled by NC State. Oh, NC State goes over the ball now. Bowling over defenders, NC State. Pass back by NC State, working it around now, trying to get it through Coastal defenders. Now Coastal picks up the ball, and we'll have a whistle on the play. I believe to be offsides.
It's on NC State. Kick it back to Coastal.
NC State will retain the ball. There was a foul on Coastal Carolina. Beautiful by NC State, working her way through Coastal defenders, just slipping and sliding through tackles. Ball is back on the ground for NC State. NC State will pick it back up, pass it back. NC State working the ball around, trying to get our Coastal defenders as she is tackled near the try line for NC State.
I believe there's going to be
the play was whistled dead, as I believe that is now to be an offsides for NC State. Coastal will now receive, will have the ball now.
Also looking to get the ball out of this half of the field. It's been over here the entire time. Then it's kicked out of bounds.
Ever since the first goal, ever since the first try here, NC State has really turned up their aggression. As you mentioned before, we have not seen really much on the NC State side of the field. It's all been down to us. Down on our side.
Yeah, I'm here for that. You guys want to set up maybe... You have a card, right?
Still trying to improve their winning records this year.
The back-to-back conference champions looking to improve their record here in the final game of the season. As that is a beautiful pass by Coastal. Nice little step on there by number 13. That is Cassie. Cassie right off the sideline, passes it back to number 15. That is Karaya. Karaya working it down the field. Breaking through tackles. That's passed off number 14. Kamara. Kamara passes it back to number 5. That is Barbie. Barbie's trying to work it through defenders now. Tackled for them down the ground. Works it back. Now Coastal working on NC State side of the field. Ball's in number 8's hands. That is Maya. And we do have a whistle on the play. Coastal will retain possession.
Looks like it's on NC State. So Coastal
Kicks it down there for the try.
This Coastal was able to get over or about to midfield there. And so that's some nice runs on the outside by Karaya, I believe. Picked up a pass.
Just the teamwork by Coastal Carolina, the chemistry that this team has is just absolutely incredible.
They do look like they're playing a lot harder than NC State has so far in this game. Still early on. Looking to make a statement. Go up 2 possessions.
We are about a $1.15 away from the halfway point of the first half here. Coastal up 7-0 on NC State. This is the alumni game, so we do have a couple of Coastal Women's Rugby alumni in attendance. A couple historic rugby teams we've had here. That will be thrown in to Coastal Carolina. Back to number 10, that is Paige R. That's Paige Richardson. Passes it over, trying to get through Coastal defenders. Tackle down to the ground. Pass back to Paige Richardson. Pass over to number 12, that is Sissy. The CC working around the outside, trying to get to the try line. She will get in there easily for the try. That is another 5 points for Coastal Carolina.
Beautiful run on the outside by CC. She beat all the NC State out to the outside, and Coastal's going to go up 2 possessions here, and they're going to try and go up 14-0 after this try.
Coastal just wearing down the NC State defenders here. She's able to work it around, busting through those arm tackles for NC State.
Besides this one possession that NC State had over here, the ball's pretty much always been on the other side. Coastal has been very dominant.
And it's looking like if you're NC State, you want to keep them on their own side of the field, because if they get to your side, it's all basically over. Just the sheer aggression Coastal Carolina has had this game. Coastal lining up for the try, for the conversion. After the try. Try is up, or the conversion is up. And no good. A little short there by Coastal Carolina, however, still up 12-0 on NC State here.
Like we've been saying, Coastal looking to keep up the good defense over on this side of the field. They've been very fast on offense. They've had a lot of breakout runs. NC State, I feel like they haven't had much in the breakout runs. It's been a lot of passing back to each other, scrums, and we'll see if NC State can answer here.
Absolutely. We just dipped under the halfway point in the first half here. Coastal up 12-0, and you can see that NC State, even after that break, looks absolutely gassed. This ball is picked up by number 13. That is Cassie. Cassie working outside, passes it back to Kamari. Kamari working it back to number 15. That is Karaya. Karaya now tackle down, works it back to number 9. That is Dana. NC State picks up the ball. Good tackle there by Coastal Carolina. And it looks like that NC State will have the ball back.
Seems like there's like 3 or 4 Coastal players that just made such a big impact on this game so far.
Absolutely, and you can see that Paige has her hands all over this game, as we mentioned. One of the cornerstones here for this Coastal rugby team. As there is another whistle now.
Coastal will get possession here. No.
Foul on Coastal Carolina.
On Coastal.
Foul on Coastal Carolina will be kicked in by NC State right near the halfway point. NC State will take possession of the ball. Oh, my apologies. Coastal will take possession of the ball. It was on NC State. Throw in by Coastal. Taken in by NC State, but immediately lost to Coastal. That is the number 8 picks it up. That is Maya, but a whistle.
Ton of whistles early on in this game.
Both teams play with a lot of aggression, so this is not surprising that we've seen a lot of contact, a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppages, and especially scrums. As we have another one coming up here. Both teams line up, ready to go. 7 minutes now left in the first half. Coastal up 12-0. Ball is down on the field. Coastal comes up with it. Richardson with the ball, passes it back. Coastal loses the ball, picked up by NC State, and we do have a whistle now on the field.
Offsides, I believe.
I believe you are correct. It is an offside. There will be another scrum on the other side of the field, right at the 22-meter mark.
I really feel like Coastal's won about every scrum, maybe all but one, but it feels like every scrum Coastal comes out with the ball.
We have cheers of Gumbo from the Coastal sideline. Both teams really electrifying this final game here. We have a whistle. We have a whistle here. NC State kicks the ball up. We will have another scrum in the 22-meter mark.
It feels like about the first scrum that NC State won, and a big part of it might have been because of who was on the ball. Coastal, some big hits in this game. A lot from Coastal. Like, as you've mentioned, a lot of the aggression so far in this game.
Coastal coming in ranked 7th in the NCR coaches poll in women's D2 rugby. Great spot to be in as we're starting to head into the final game of the season. As Coastal now gets the ball out of the scrum. Richardson with the ball, passes it back. Number 13, that is Cassie. Cassie running up the side now. Cassie. Oh, that's number 15 now running up the side. Karaya. No one can stop her right now. Taken down by NC State. Great positioning there by the NC State flankers.
That was another, like we said, another explosive play by Coastal so far.
Absolutely.
It feels like we haven't seen any of that from NC State.
No, absolutely not. Now, Coastal once again working. Oh, never mind. NC State working in their own side of the field. Coastal with the tackle. NC State still with the ball. NC State passes it back.
NC State trying to do something here.
Coastal right there to snuff that one out. NC State still with the ball. Trying to run through defenders, and Coastal not letting them get past midfield as another tackle was made. NC State still retains possession of the ball. Oh, a beautiful move there by NC State, just bowling over number 3. There's Addy out there. Oh, sorry, that's number 1. That's next. NC State still working on the side of the field. In NC State's hands, they're working their way up. Coastal just absolutely snuffing out any bit of NC State offense.
NC State looks like they have an opportunity to NC State down. Anytime it looks like NC State has the opportunity to get warmed by everyone.
NC State trying to find a hole. That ball is picked up by Carolina. Coastal with the ball. Working on the way, far side of the field. Ball still on the ground. No one's hands, and we have a whistle. As I believe that is a foul. Coastal will kick the ball out of bounds, or kick towards NC State. My apologies. It is a foul on Coastal.
3.5 left first half here.
Coastal still nothing.
NC State still looking like their first threat. Coastal hasn't allowed a threat by NC State. The whole game just feels like domination. Coastal so far.
The real we have seen so far was roughly around the 12-minute mark when NC State was deep in Coastal territory, right near the try line.
But right after that, took it away and they scored themselves. So it just feels like they can't get anything going right now.
Especially in their own where you want to get something going. They just can't seem to find a hole or get around this Coastal defense.
Coastal's just winning with speed right now too. It feels like they're able to pass people. Stay has it here.
There's that ball started by NC State with the ball running out. They're trying to find a way through this strong Coastal defense. Ball's back on the ground after that tackle. NC State poking and prodding, trying to find a way through as Coastal getting over. NC State. Here comes State now across halfway point. Ball still in their hands, working the Coastal defense. Pass back. Working it up the sideline now. Daylight. NC State working on near the 22-meter mark. NC State still with possession. Now here's significant by the Wolfpack as she tries to work her way through the Coastal defense.
But again, every time NC State stormed by Coastal. They come again.
Breaking through defenders. NC State Wolfpack, number 12. Working her way right down close to that sideline. Now the Wolfpack knocking on the doorstep. We're at a minute and a half here in the first half. NC State scores the first points of the game, and that is a quick pickup by NC State. Still not quite into the try area. That ball has to touch right past those pylons in order for it to count. Coastal stuffing out every bit of offense here for the NC State Wolfpack. Right near their try line. NC State still not able to push that ball across the try line ground. As this ball passed back, NC State still working. Ball not on the ground yet. In the try area.
Got it.
Up 75 by the referee. They did get into the try area. NC State finally on the board with their first points of the game.
Closing second for the first half.
12 to 5 here now with the conversion upcoming. Just a beautiful effort by NC State to not just work and break down that coastal defense to finally get their first points of the game before the first half is over.
We've been talking about coastal used to be NC State used to be right there. Get around the outside, get close to the pylons, trying to break through all those. They finally broke through coastal swarm. It'll get on the board.
Final seconds here ticking down as the conversion is forthcoming. As we do have another stoppage here.
Coastal player other side of the field.
They're signaling.
Waving along, they're all good.
Never mind. Over there you have number 9, Danny. And also over there is number 8, Maya. NC State lined up here for the conversion. Conversion is up and through. So that'll be 7 points for NC State. As the clock does read 4 zeros. We're approaching halftime here very swiftly. And
I don't know if that made it. Man, I don't believe.
Oh, never mind.
I think I might have missed left short. I don't know that.
Okay. Yeah, we have a bad angle at this point. We do have a bad angle here. From me, my perspective, I'll look to my right, see what they're indicating.
We're still offside. I'm pretty sure it's good though.
Yep, that would be accurate. Let me fix that. So try no good for Wolfpack. Got a little visitor. Out here. I have managed to open over here. We got a little visitor. Beautiful day out here. Was rather chilly this morning as Coastal kicks it over to State. And State working it up. Ball on the ground. Pass back. NC State with possession. NC State tackled down. Ball still with NC State. Trying to work through Coastal. Maybe trying to get some more points with the halftime whistle. Let's see if they can get anything going here. That ball was dropped by NC State. Whistle blows. Looks like we will have a scrum near NC State's 22-meter mark. I might have been mistaken. Pardon me. I completely blanked out. It is 40 minute half, I believe. Coastal out on number 8 side. That is Maya. Pass it back to number 7. Ken. Oh, intercepted by NC State. She works her way through his coastal defense. Tackled down. That was number 11 for NC State. Wolfpack with the ball, working it around. My apologies for the confusion for watching the broadcast.
Again, we see that coastal swarming any kind of NC State threat.
It seems as though they can get right up on the 50-yard line, halfway point. I was saying that. They pass the halfway point, running through this coastal defense, working their way towards coastal's 22-meter mark. They're knocking on the doorstep of that 22-meter mark for Coastal Carolina. Tackle made. Ball on the ground. Still with NC State. Almost back towards them. Pass back. Oh, beautiful hold here, NC State. Speed here. Working around the outside. Great tackle there by number 15. That was Kariah. NC State now working their way towards Coastal try line. Pass the 22-meter mark. Forward by NC State. Trying to get close to the prime mark. NC State has picked up by Coastal Carolina, number 13. Cassie. Cassie was taken down inside. Right outside. Beautiful opportunity here by NC State to try and get some more points on the board.
Down 7 to score, and then try after this time as we go.
The first half of this first half, it seemed like it was all close. So now NC State kind of taking over here.
This could be big. This could be the biggest play of the game thus far. Since the State's trying to.
We dip near 15 minutes.
We just send them by NC State, so assuming NC State's foul for it. Another whistle.
Clock still ticking here. A little bit of stoppage.
We're gonna redo the stretch. Sounded like there was sort of going.
That's what I hear from the referee. 14 and a half minutes left here in the first half. The scrum here is going to be your Coastals. Beautiful scrum. Stay now with the ball. Turnover by Coastal Carolina. Ball bouncing around, and we have another whistle on the play. Stay getting the ball. Going to be the ball off the ground. Coastal trying to stay strong on the try line. Unable to break through. And that is in. State back as we dip under 15. Go.
Back scores by Coastal, and now back to back scores by State, and trying to tie this game up dry. This would be at 12.
Just a great effort by the Wolfpack. This game get away from them after such a shaky start.
This game swing in NC State's favor in the momentum department of this game. Very fast start. It's almost like we jinxed Coastal by saying Coastal down the other side. Now NC State like they're always over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Great adjustment by the Wolfpack to get themselves back in the game. As the try will be from the right side, near side. Try is up, and that is wide right. Just a bit outside. No good by NC State. Remain 12 to 10. Coastal with a 2-point lead. As we get ready for kickoff. As you mentioned before, it sounds like we might have jinxed Coastal Carolina a little bit with how much we were mentioning that they were working mostly within they were working their own territory. Probably a good play by NC State to try to wear down this Coastal defense.
Could be jinxing NC State too. It feels like this has been a lot of back and forth, a lot of one-sided at times. First 10 minutes of this game. Or a match. Felt like Coastal was dominating. They were up 12-0, and now NC State back still down 2. Although they've missed 2 of their tries.
One would say it's a tale of two halves in this first half. As I mentioned before, Coastal Carolina with their paws all over this game in the first 20 minutes. And now as we dip under 12 minutes to go, second half of the first half. It seems like it's been all NC State as of late. Coastal now lined up.
Ready to kick it back.
Get ready to kick it away. Ball is on the ground, bouncing back towards Coastal. Richardson. Page on the ground. Coastal still with the ball. That ball is Pat. Coastal with the ball. In stand still. Tackled down. Trying to get a number.
Pass down.
That is picked up by number 1. It is
Next.
Number one. That is next. Ball whistled down near NC State's 22-meter mark. Coastal still with the ball. Page has the ball. Passes it to That's number 5. Barbie's working their way through a nice little gas station. However, NC State now will turn over by Coastal Carolina. Ball on the ground now. NC State with possession. Working near their own try line, trying to work the 22-meter mark. Coastal pushing NC State way back into their own territory, right by their try line. Trying to work on maybe a scrum here outside of their try line. Push NC State back into their own try area. Ball back on the ground. NC State still with possession. As those Coastal defense stands tall, not allowing a single inch from the Wolfpack here. NC State working deep in their own territory. That ball is kicked past the 22-meter mark, right near midfield. Coastal now with the ball. That's number 15. That's Karai working on our side. Karai trying to get around the defenders. Ball is down on NC State defender. Ball on the ground now. Back in Coastal's hands. Coastal working it up. We're at their whole defense. NC State giving their best effort to bring her down, and they do. Coastal loses the ball. Ball back on the ground, NC State's possession. Beautiful back and forth by the shot clears on the pack. NC State now working past their 22-meter mark, close to half yards. We have a whistle. We will have a scrum near NC State's 22-meter mark.
Coastal is doing a good job there of trying to answer to back-to-back scores. They said NC State.
Oh, NC State now at the halfway point.
The player down the field. Okay. Couldn't tell if there was an injury or not.
Just tying her shoe down there. Got to lace him up tight. Trying to get herself back into this play. That ball will go out of bounds. Tackled down right down there on the far side.
Sort of meeting in the middle for this. After that NC State score, also had a chance down there, but now coming back in NC State's favor around the middle of the field here.
Some orders being marked here by the coach on the Coastal sideline, trying to get an adjustment in.
Ready for the scrum here. Also won the first NC State looks like they've came the last couple now.
Whatever NC State made after Coastal scores happened as Peterson now comes with the ball. Now number 12 CC. Oh, working beautifully past the CC. Working it down the CC. In the two. That's the try line. That is another 5 points. Four. The shot to clear.
That was absolutely beautiful. Just electric speed around the outside, like we've all game. It's the third score of the game for Coastal looking to go up by more. They can go up by any kind of score here. They can go up by two possession try here.
Like you mentioned, absolutely beautiful play by Coastal. Working it around, getting around that state defense, and then bursting through the hole that they give you.
Like we mentioned, it feels like the same big four players just make such a big difference in this game, and now they're third scorer game.
Number 12, CC using that home run speed. Number 13 lines up for the try. That's Cassie. The try is up, and that is way wide. So Coastal not good on their last three conversions. Try. However, now kind of taking back the reins of this game. Momentum's heavily in their favor. Working down all the way from their own try line all the way into NC State's territory.
Coming up on about 6 minutes left here in the first half.
Halftime rapidly approaching for this game here. And what an entertaining half it has been so far. A lot of back action, which is what we love here. NC State now gets ready to kick the shot clears. Ball on the ground. Coastal with the ball. Trying to work it back and around. Wolfpack defense. Wolfpack standing tall. Ball back on the ground. Great tackle there by the Wolfpack. Now Coastal back up with the ball as number 2 is Gumbo. Fight for the football on the ground. Coastal comes up with it. Back to Maya. Maya back now. That's Page. Number 12. CC now. CC using his speed. Working outside again. The far sideline. Tackled down by NC State. Fight for the football on the ground. NC State comes up with the ball now.
They try to break away.
And we have a whistle now. I believe it to be possibly offsides. We will have a throw in it seems. We now hit the 5 minute mark here in the first half.
Again, that was CC threatening with her speed as we've already seen. She's just down the other side, trying to go down the right side of the field. Tried to break that one away, but it will be thrown in by Coastal here.
As we've seen now in this game, and I mentioned it twice, she has that Sunday speed. Coastal with the ball. Hagerson passes it back. Over there. Pass it back to 13. That's Cassie working on that. Pass it back to 15. That's Rhino. Breakaway. Take it around one more defender. Does she do it? Ball is down on the field. We have a whistle. I believe it to be out of bounds. There will be a throw in here. Absolutely.
Again.
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful plays here by Coach working around that Wolfpack defense. Throw in here will be. Oh, is there? I can't see past the. There is a throw in. Looks as though NC State has come away with the ball. Deep in their own territory. Mark. Tackle down Coastal. NC State with the ball here still. Ball back on the ground after that tackle. NC State trying to make some magic happen with 3:30 left in the first half. We have another whistle down. This foul will be Coastal Carolina. He's posted on NC State. Coastal has the ball now. There's number 9 with the ball. It's Danny. Apologies. Stay back up with the ball. Back on the ground. Referee right here. Let him play. NC State still with the ball. Tackle down. NC State up the ball. Still in their possession. Just try to wear down the Coastal defense. Maybe find a seam here to try and score some points as first half waning.
And another standstill middle of the field here. Here's NC State now.
NC State working around the outside over here at Coastal on the right side of the field. Now we're going to back to the halfway mark. NC State up for the ball now, back on the ground. After that tackle. NC State trying to work their way past the halfway point. Unable to really get going. Defense is standing absolutely tall. Standing tough here. Now it's NC State working it out around the inside of the Coastal defense. Able to pass the halfway point. NC State loses the football. Coastal now with the football. Back in NC State's hands. As there will be a whistle. It seems as though a scrum is going to be near the halfway mark. Time quickly waning here in the first half.
Again, feels like Coastal has been on the right side of the line, and we have just over left here in the first half. Coastal trying to end it with the score here.
The way it has been going so far, it comes up with it after the scrum. We'll have possession in the half here. As we tick just under a minute to go. The scrum has begun. Coastal with the football on the scrum. Working around is Karaya. Pass back number 13. That's Cassie tackle down. Coastal still retaining possession. Ball on the ground. Coastal still possession of the ball. That's number 5. That is Barbie now on the ground. Ball on the ground. Coastal with the ball number 3. That is Addy. Pass it to. That's Gumbo. Gumbo on the ground now. Coastal still possession of the ball. Trying to work and trying to get some late points here. To put themselves right as we head to halftime. 25 seconds to go here. As Coastal was back to 14. Lamar right side of the field. As I out of bounds, most likely throwing. Clock still ticking. That is likely the last possession of this first half. 2-1.
I think we're gonna get one more play here at the end of the half.
Both teams lining up for this throw-in. Throw-in will be by NC State. Ball back into play. NC State with the ball trying to those defenders. Beautiful stiff arm here by the Wolfpack, but also beautiful tackle here by Coastal comes over to 13. That's Cassie working up the hole. Give him out the Wolfpack defense. Ball back on the ground. We work our way through. It seems to be extra time. Pass it back. Bobby trying to work it around. Ball back on the ground. Whistle here now. And that the ref has whistled signal halftime break here for this game.
Halftime that sees Coastal up 7-10. After was that 40 minutes of play?
Yeah, about 40 minutes of play here in Carmine, South Carolina. Coastal Club Rugby. Final game of the season. Coastal up 7 here heading into halftime. Honestly, just a beautiful half on both sides. Good job by Coastal to start out hot. Good job by the NC Wolfpack to kind of not get themselves to just adjust and push for like two scores here. Answering Coastal Carolina's 2 scores to begin the game.
Right, like we just said, it was like Coastal got off to a very fast start. They had two scores in the first, what felt like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. NC State was down 12-0. NC State back-to-back scores. They were not convert on tries. So they were still down 12 was the score. Coastal and CC able to cut around the outside, electric, and now that's where we have here at 7-10.
Yeah, honestly, great all-around play in that first half by the Coastal offense and by their defense. Additionally, not allowing really much time at all for NC State to get into the Coastal side of the field. As aforementioned, halftime, we will come back in about 10 minutes. Second half of this game. You're listening to WCCU and Coastal Carolina Student Run Network's coverage of Coastal Carolina University Club Sports. We'll be right back. All right, good first half, man. Good job.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I was just checking my phone because my mom's listening. She's like, every time I spoke, there's bad echo. So every time I talked, I was trying to I don't know.
So here's the thing. That's on me. I'll give you time to talk. I gotta give you some time.
No, that's fine. I don't know. I feel like I'm not talking enough. Maybe.
Good first half.
I don't know what I'm learning.
You're learning, and
I know more about rugby than I did 2 hours ago.
This is legitimate. This is your first ever, so you're doing absolutely phenomenal for your first coverage.
Thank you.
Get some text up here.
I think it was pretty good that at least I'm play-by-play the first.
Your color. I'm play-by-play.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, you're good. All right, Ricky, I gotta call Ricky.
Sandwich the ball in between your arms, lower down, you guys are running like take the ball.
Hey, Ricky.
Hold on to the ball.
So what I did is I signed into my student account, and I just did everything there. So whatever has to be fixed after that, I'll help handle that. So like, because I don't know if like since I signed in my account. Probably because I have this up.
Is it picking up your mic and then the mic on the computer too?
Let's see if that fixes it. We're also peaking the. We're muted, right?
Yeah. It's on here.
Well, no one heard any of that. Once again, let me re-identify ourselves. You're listening to WCCUSN's coverage of Coastal Carolina University Club Sports Women's Rugby. Second half here underway. Coastal Carolina have the ball. We have a scrum here near their 22-meter mark. A couple of the first, we have a lot of the first half starters in. A couple of the second half starters we have for this second half. You have number 22 Emma, number 18 Riley, number 20 Michelle, number 7 Jay, number 16 Keegan, number 23 Morgan, and number 21 Shelly. Scrum here. Coastal Carolina seems to come up with the football as quickly around the outside is number 8. That is Maya. Maya tackled down. Coastal still with the football. Ball on the ground. Coastal coming up with the ball. Passes it back to, I believe that's Paige. Paige passes it back. Ball back on the ground. That's number 9 on the ground. Danny. Coastal still with the ball here after that tackle.
Coastal trying to build off the score that they had at the tail end of the half.
Absolutely.
First half, here they come.
Oh, here comes the shot of clears. Number 13,
That's
is
Cassie.
Cassie working her way through this NC State defense. She passes it back now. Coastal still with the ball. Paige passes it back. Ball back on the ground. Coastal very quickly now near NC State's 22-meter mark, as I believe NC State did steal the ball there from the shot of clears.
Yeah, NC State has it.
Yep, ball on the ground. Now NC State coming up with possession. See what they can do with it to start the second half here. NC State still retains possession here, not allowing them to get very much past their own 22-meter mark.
Another whistle.
NC State will retain possession of the ball. This is going to be
Kicked.
deep into Coastal's territory,
Karai chasing after it.
all the way back near Coastal's try line.
She's been one of the breakout players so far in this game, using the speed as here she comes up the near side.
Ooh, bit of a miscue there. As it's almost taken by the Wolfpack, but Coastal does retain possession of the ball near their try line, trying to get up to their 22-meter mark. Ball on the ground. Ball still on the ground, rolling around. NC State picks it up and it walks it in for an easy try there to start the second half scoring.
Yeah, they're in. So NC State is going to get an opportunity to tie this game at 17. I believe, as we had, I mean, of course they're running in our blind side down there, but it does appear that they did score.
Absolutely, and it was an easy walk-in score there as Coastal, kind of just fumbled the ball away.
Yeah, like you said, miscues. It just seems like the second half that this set of starters has not gotten off to the good start on the right foot. As NC State is going to be able to have a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, absolutely not. It seems as though the magic that Coastal had to start the first half, it seems as though NC State has captured that for themselves in this second half. As we await the conversion here to potentially tie the game. Conversion is up and short. Short and to the left. So no good here by NC State. We'll stay in pat at 17-15. Coastal still holding on to a narrow 2-point advantage here.
NC State 0 for 3 on tries after the score.
We've only had one conversion here by either team, and that was Coastal after the very first score of the game. Something to keep a close eye on, as not right now, but as we work our way closer and closer to the end of the game, those are when they're actually going to start to impact, actually start to show themselves on the actual box score.
So each team has scored 3 times, and Coastal is winning by 2 because they scored the try after their first score of the game early on. They went up 7-0 early, and then since then, every score has resulted in a no-good kick afterwards.
Just as they can matter in the end when you're down, it could matter also when you're up. It's just that one conversion that you do make could make all the difference. Just as that one conversion that you do miss could just as much make the difference. As Coastal kicks it away here to NC State. Ball bouncing around into the hands of NC State. NC State working it through 2 Coastal defenders, able to break 1 tackle, but quickly taken down by number 13. That's Cassie. Ball is on the ground. NC State still with possession of the ball, trying to work their way up. Not much given here by the Coastal defense. as they worked it up past the halfway point on the field here, trying to get it closer and closer to that 22-meter mark of Coastal Carolina. Ball back on the ground in NC State's hands. NC State working it backwards, trying to find a hole here in the Coastal
State
defense.
Is establishing a good possession here as they're on a Coastal side.
Yep, NC State now past Coastal's 22-meter mark, trying to chip away at this defense, wear them out, make their way closer and closer to that try line. Ball on the ground here. Picked up once again by NC State, but swiftly taken down by the Chanticleers.
Again,
That
the
ball's-
Wolfpack.
That ball is quickly picked up by the Wolfpack, almost able to break one off there. NC State digging and working closer and closer to that Coastal Carolina try line. Ball picked up by NC State, just pushing and shoving through these Coastal defenders. NC State capturing all the momentum here that Coastal had going into halftime as they inch closer to that try line.
They're just matriculating it down the field like little by little.
Oh, and a beautiful
Oh, wow.
play by Coastal Carolina to knock that ball free. However, the
There's a
Wolfpack do
whistle.
come with the ball as there is a whistle on the field.
That was almost a fantastic play, and honestly, you get both hands on that. You got a chance to run that all the way back down the other side of the field.
Absolutely. Great job getting a hand in there. I believe that was number 9 for Coastal. That was Danny getting a hand in there, knocking the ball to the ground.
That was a fantastic chance for the Chants.
Seems as though we will have just a drop kick as NC State will retain possession of the ball. Deep within Coastal's territory, past their 22-meter mark. NC State passes it back, trying to push and shove her way closer and closer to that try line. Ball back on the ground. NC State retaining possession of this ball, working deep in Coastal territory here for most of this second half so far. Game absolutely flipping on its head here for the Chanticleers as that ball is corralled by the Wolfpack. Working themselves deeper and deeper in Coastal territory.
On the far side right now, NC State still with possession, looking to score. They'll take the lead with a score here.
Great strength and tenacity here by the Wolfpack as they shove themselves further and further into Coastal territory. Just outside of that try line. Trying to work their way in here. Maybe trying to work their way close to the middle, maybe get a conversion to put themselves square if Coastal is to score again. They are knocking on the doorstep here as Coastal does pick off that pass. Coastal now with possession near their own try line.
Coastal's going to try to get it out of their own end here. Maybe looking for an explosive play like our previously mentioned, like Cassie or CC or Karaya. They've all been playmakers. It's kicked out here. NC State way back now.
That ball was kicked up towards the halfway point of the field. Now NC State working their way down the outside of the field, trying to get around this Coastal defense and get to that try line. Very hard to take this Wolfpack player down. Once again, after that kick, still knocking on the doorstep of that try line. As it's a pass back to NC State. Right in our blind spot here, can't really see much going on. Ball is on the ground. NC State still retaining possession of this ball as we have a whistle now.
Or do we?
Or do we? I heard a whistle. They are not. They're still knocking on the doorstep.
Now there's a whistle. I think NC State is very, very close down there.
Football. It seems to be that this would be, in football terms, first and goal, but by half an inch. They're quite literally knocking on the door.
NC State's still with possession here. They are, like you said, knocking on the door, and as you said again, this feels like the equivalent of first and goal.
Substitution
Coastal's
being
making a
made here.
change.
Coastal running number 17 on the field. That is Jay.
She's sprinting the action.
Bolstering up that Coastal defense.
It looks like we're going to have
Coming off the field, I believe that was
scrum there at the far end of the field.
I believe that was Kamari who just ran off the field as well. we will have a scrum right by Coastal's try line. The scrum is underway. Whistle on the field is as
Looks
I
like
believe
cheering from the NC State side.
I believe the Wolfpack did work their way into no, not quite.
I heard cheering.
I did hear cheering,
This
but
is like literally, of course, our one blind spot behind all the players on this sideline here. Another scrum very close to the goal line.
my apologies. The substitution was not Kamari. That was Michelle that they ran off the field in exchange for Jay. Another scrum here, it seems.
Picked up
Coastal
by
up with the ball.
Coastal. Another whistle, though. It's just like, just can't get it out. This is burning each second as we have, I believe that says 28 minutes left here in the game.
Inching closer and closer to the halfway point here in the second half. Another scrum, it seems, right outside Coastal's try line. NC State not able to punch it in as of now, and Coastal just not able to work it out of their deep in their own territory.
Again, this is, I believe this is at least the third scrum that there's been down there. Very close to the goal line. NC State playing very off.
True definition of
players.
true definition of a stalemate here as the scrum
NC State
up with the ball, trying to work their way into that try line. They are very, very close here. Coastal trying their best to keep them out. As Coastal up with the ball right near the try line. Coming away with it. Number 13. Now it's passed back to Paige Richardson. Coastal trying now to work it up out of their deep in their own territory. That was a great defensive standing for Coastal Carolina as NC State was threatening hard.
That was a fantastic scoring chance, too, by the Chanticleers. They almost broke that one free. Coastal still has it in their own end here.
Paige had one player to beat, and she had nothing but green grass ahead of her. As now Jay up with the ball. Jay on the ground. Ball on the ground as well. Coastal still with possession. Still relatively deep in their own territory. Working down the far side. Now NC State back up with the ball. Coastal now once again trying to keep them out of that try area.
It was like almost every second of this half has been held by NC State in Coastal's territory. NC State already scored in this half. Looking to do it again, take the lead.
Absolutely. NC State dominating time of possession as that is just beautiful hot potato passes by the Wolfpack to try and work it around this Coastal defense. This stage just one player to beat to get into that try area, and it seems as though they will get into the try area. That is 5 points for the Wolfpack, and they will take the lead here with just under 26 to go in the second half.
Score now 20-17 in favor of the NC State Wolfpack. Coming all the way down. I shouldn't say all the way down, but coming down from Raleigh.
Just a great effort there by the Wolfpack. Not just getting it all the way down there to begin with and then losing the possession, but forcing it back into their hands and able to actually finish the play that they had started.
That is 10 unanswered points to start this half so far by NC State, as they're going to try and add 2 more to go up by 5, which would be 1 full score for Coastal.
This Coastal defense seems to be a little bit gassed here as they fought hard deep in their own territory.
Started off very hot in the first half. Back-to-back scores went up. I believe it was 12-0. And now, since then, NC State on a 20-5 run.
Seemingly so.
Kick is no good.
Yep, kick is up and wide to the left.
NC State now 0 for 4 on the extra points after the score.
Conversions few and far between here for women's rugby in beautiful Conway, South Carolina. It is warming up quite a lot here as the sun is shining down on us.
It was in the 40s this morning.
It was pretty chilly this morning. I'm still wearing this coat. It's like getting up to the 60s. I'm still wearing this.
I had my flannel jacket on.
You had your flannel on. I still got
my
this.
Sweatpants.
But true to form here, as it is fall in Conway, South Carolina. Not quite going to be chilly throughout the whole day, but it will starting out pretty chilly in the mornings. Very excited to bring you great action here on
It's
the.
been a great game, close game.
It has been a close game here in Conway, South Carolina.
It feels like at times it's been very one-sided. It feels like it has not been very, like, back and forth, back and forth. I feel like it's been long runs by Coastal and then long runs by NC State, just trading off. NC State leads by 3, as we mentioned, 15 unanswered, or
10 unanswered.
20 to 5 is the last.
Yep.
NC State is on a 25 run, is what I'm trying to say.
NC State now with the ball after Coastal kicked it off to them. Ball back on the ground. NC State retaining possession. Pass now. NC State passes it back. Ball back on the ground. Dropped by NC State. Picked up by Coastal. However, we will have a whistle on the field and a scrum near NC State's 22-meter mark.
Feels like this is the first time in this half that the ball has been in front of us here on Coastal's side, or NC State's side, I should say, with Coastal in possession, looking to score for the first time since they made this game 17 to 5, I believe, at the time.
And this is going to be a great opportunity here for the Chanticleers to try and get this ball deep, not really deep, but in NC State territory, and maybe work around, get a play in.
Sent in. Coastal wins it, I believe.
Yep, Coastal does win the scrum.
Here they come.
Running around the pile, trying to bust through these NC State defenders. That is number 8. That is Maya. Maya still with the ball. Ball back. Ball now on the ground. Coastal retaining possession. That's number 15. Passes it back to Karaya. Passes it back to number 22. That is Emma.
NC State has it now.
Coastal turns over the ball. NC State with possession
very
here.
physical right now.
Both teams very, very physical here. As NC State tries to work it out of their own territory. Almost busting through 4 defenders there for on Coastal Carolina. As Coastal now, NC State turns over the ball. Coastal Carolina.
Coastal intercepts it.
Paige Richardson on the ground. Ball on the ground as well. Coastal now with possession, trying to work around this NC State defense. Number 15, that is Karaya with the ball. Karaya.
I believe Coastal's still in possession. Ball's on the ground. Whistle blows the play dead.
Seemed as though NC State came up with the football. We will have a scrum here in NC State territory. Just in front of the halfway point here.
Coastal looking, like, as we've just mentioned time and time again, Coastal looking to just score as they've fallen flat on their face after they scored the first 12 points of this game. They've allowed 4 NC State scores. They've only scored once since going up 12-0.
If you're Coastal Carolina, you want to get in the hands of your playmakers. You want to get it around to Karaya or Paige Richardson.
But we feel like we were mentioning CC, Cassie, Kamara, just everything. Kamari, actually, my apologies. Just like we were mentioning all of those players in the first half of the first half, and since then, just feel like it's been all NC State.
As of late, it has been all NC State. As we have a scrum here, NC State looking like they're going to come up with the ball here, and they do. NC State now a possession in their own territory, working it up close to their 22-meter mark. Pass back, almost dropped there by NC State. Quickly dropped down by the Coastal defense on that tackle. NC State still with possession here, however, as they work their way inside of their 22-meter, now outside of the 22-meter mark, working up close to the halfway point of the field. NC State trying to take advantage of this seemingly worn-down Coastal defense.
CC is slow to get up for Coastal. Down on a knee.
We will have a whistle here. Believe referees called a forward pass.
Walking off. CC was down for a while on that play. Number 12 for the Chants, but she's smiling now. Looks like she's going to be okay.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, seemingly a lot of these Coastal players are gassed. This NC State Wolfpack, the aggression they've come out with in the second half has absolutely just bamboozled this Coastal team. As they sit up 20-17, just under the halfway point here in the second half. As we will have a scrum here on NC State's 22-meter mark. In the back, you got 23. You have Morgan back there. You have Cassie back there. You have Karaya as the scrum now.
NC State looks like they're going to come away with this one.
The ball is still kicking around down there as
Coastal side.
Yep, coming out.
Keegan passes it out to Page. Breakaway speed.
Trying to hold on to that ball. Almost loses the ball there.
Swarmed by NC State covering them. I think we're going to have a scrum. This one, I think Coastal.
NC State with the football now.
Another whistle. I think we're going to have Coastal's going to get the ball here. I believe. And it'll be
Drop kick
drop
here.
kick.
Drop kick here for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack retaining possession. Working just outside of their 22-meter mark. Working close to the halfway point of the field. Ball back on the ground. Coastal stealing it away from NC State. We have
Will be
another
a
whistle here.
scrum.
And there will be a scrum just in front of the halfway point of the field. Or not. It will be a drop kick by NC State.
He signaled for the scrum, I thought.
That's what it did appear to be. However,
Oh boy.
beautiful breakaway here by NC State. Tripped up. NC State tripped up as she looked to break away just past the halfway point into Coastal territory. NC State now once again working deep within Coastal side of the field. Trying to get up past that 22-meter mark. Wolfpack still with possession here. Coastal being very aggressive, trying to take that ball away from the Wolfpack. Seemingly all game it's been the Wolfpack working within Coastal territory as that's worked around the outside. Oh,
This
the
is
Wolfpack
gonna
with a
be big
breakaway.
score.
NC State working down to the try line, and it seems as though they
I
will
believe
score.
Karaya caught up. Not sure here.
They're deep within Coastal territory and deep within our blind spot. As that was just a phenomenal breakaway there by the Wolfpack to work it all the way down close to Coastal's try line. Not quite breaking in there, it seems.
Not sure. I believe that there's going to be a scrum around the same spot by that first and goal equivalent that we keep mentioning.
Yep, referee indicating that we will have a scrum. It seems, though, just outside of that Coastal try line once again. This is the third scrum we have seen right on that 1 yard line.
I believe the fourth, actually. I think we had 3 earlier down there. This will be the fourth. NC State score here will go up by 2 possessions in the back half of the second half, in the back 20 minutes.
As you mentioned, great opportunity here for NC State to go up and essentially possibly put this game away here as we tick under 16 minutes to go. However, a good opportunity here by the Coastal defense to stand tall and make a statement here. Try and get momentum to swing in their favor.
We have had a small break here as we're getting ready to go.
Bit of a breather as the scrum is getting ready to go. Coastal will roll the ball in on the scrum.
NC State has came away with a lot of the scrums recently.
Scrum has started. Coastal with the football here.
Wow.
Great stand by the Coastal defense as they are tackled right outside of their try
I
line.
believe that was number 12, CC.
Trying to keep it out of NC State's hands as they are threatening heavily here. As NC State threatens heavily to score again here on Coastal Carolina. Coastal trying to...
I believe they're in. Oh, no?
It was Coastal tackled in the try area. Let's see. Oh, drop kick. Drop kick just outside of Coastal's try line for the Shauna Clears.
Coastal
Shauna Clears
has
with possession. NC State trying to rip that ball away from Coastal Carolina. Coastal trying their hardest to get out of their own territory here. As that
Kicked.
ball will be kicked up.
Caught.
Taken beautifully by the Wolfpack here. She works her way around this Coastal defense, trying to break through here. Working all the way down near the sideline. Once again, just outside the Coastal try line for NC State as they retain possession of the ball. Coastal trying to make another defensive stand here. NC State trying to find a hole in that Coastal defense to lengthen this 20-5 run. It seems as though they are close to finding that hole as they pass it back.
This looks
NC
like a
State
great chance
working
here.
it around. Great chance for the Wolfpack as they will get in there, it seems. Yep,
Think
the
so,
Wolfpack
yeah.
will get in there as it is another 5 points for NC State. Extending this run to 25.
I was just no way to stop that. NC State just had 3 people out to the outside. Which is pass, pass, pass. Final one got in. And NC State has just been on a dominating run. As it's now 25-17.
Coastal seemingly sold out for that defensive stand right there and just couldn't get back to back to the position they needed to be. And the Wolfpack just doing a great job working around the outside as the conversion is up and seems to be good. Yes, it is good. That will be NC State's first good conversion of the game.
This is a 10-point lead now for NC State. So make it a 27-5 run ever since Coastal went up 12-0. Coastal needs to bounce back. They have a very short amount of time, 12 minutes now.
It's all been all NC State here in the second half of the game.
Coastal came out firing. NC State took a timeout. Believe they were being barked at by their coach over there, and ever since then, they've just been unstoppable, allowing only 1 Coastal score, which was on a breakout play.
Yes, during halftime, we heard their coach barking orders for adjustment here, talking that they need to wrap up. They need to get on the ball and wrap it.
As the second score of the half for NC State, and that was the first score that they've had with the conversion being successful with the 2 extra points. So 27-17 is where we stand as we're coming up just under 12 minutes now. Coming up on the final 10 minutes of this game.
Both teams now with a successful try as that ball is kicked away towards the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack will possess it here, right near the midfield mark. NC State still with possession here. That ball is being kicked around down there. Coastal trying to come up with it.
Picked up by NC State.
NC State does come up with the possession just past the halfway point here. Ball is out, still retained by NC State. NC State trying to work it up deeper into Coastal territory here.
NC State just looking to maintain possession here, not trying to give Coastal any chance to score, to cut this lead down in half.
And NC State just dominating the time of possession here, not allowing Coastal to get much of anything past the 50
on the ground. Coastal picks it up.
As Coastal does get the possession back. See if they can get something going here, the Chanticleers.
Passed out.
Coastal possessing the ball. That is number 19. Nope, sorry, my apologies. There is no number 19.
I think that was 16 Keegan who passed it out. Now running up the left side.
But that's Karai. Karai with a breakaway here. Tackled down here past the halfway point. Ball on the ground. However, Coastal will retain possession. Coastal trying to work it around this NC State defense to get something going here. Very, very close to NC State's 22-meter mark. Great adjustments here being done by the Chanticleers. It's that is Paige Richardson with the ball. Paige tackled down. Coastal still retaining the possession. Coastal tackled down. Still being pushed back. Now they're back at the halfway point of the field. Ball on the ground. Still retained by Coastal Carolina. Tackled down here. Ball will be picked up by NC State. However, there is a whistle now.
Ref is screaming. I believe it'll be drop kicked by Coastal. Here they go now.
There's another whistle.
I think it was a premature.
There will be a scrum, it seems.
That
Referee
was a
indicating
premature play by number 8, Maya. Just drop kicked her itself. So now we're going to have a scrum.
Seems as though it's going to be right at the halfway mark on the field.
This is pretty much a must-win scrum for Coastal. If NC State can get it here, they can just keep bleeding that clock. Coastal is still down 2 possessions.
We've dipped just under 10 minutes to go here in the game, in this match between Coastal Carolina and the NC State Wolfpack. Been a very entertaining game so far, match so far here as the scrum is underway. Whistled now. Believe they will redo the scrum here.
Very taxing game on the just all these girls, especially Coastal, they got out such a fast start. They have looked drained ever since then. NC State has just had full momentum going in their direction, and they're running away with here. This is just ticking seconds after seconds every time there's a whistle here.
The clock now becoming a significant factor for the Chanticleers as we redo the scrum. NC State will come up with possession. Immediately sworn by Coastal defenders as now NC State tries to work it back across the far side of the field. NC State picks up the ball, now trying to work it back towards the middle of the field. Taken down by a Coastal defender. NC State still retaining possession of the ball near that, just past the halfway point. Coastal not giving them much of an inch here as they try and work their way deeper and deeper within Coastal territory, a position they've been very comfortable with through the entirety of the second half here. NC State still retaining possession. Working it around here. Pass back to number 11. NC State working around the far side. Has two players to beat. Oh, very shifty here by number 11 as she breaks away here from the Coastal defenders. Karaya, the only line of defense here for the Chanticleers. Seems as though she will be taken down here deep, deep, deep within Coastal territory.
Scrum, I believe. Maybe it'll be thrown in. Not sure what's going on here.
Referee indicating a scrum here.
So NC State pretty much can wrap this one up with any kind of score here with 7.5 minutes left.
Let's say about 5 to 10 yards outside of Coastal's try line here. NC State with a score essentially will put this game on ice as we're just about to hit 7 minutes here. Players getting ready now for the scrum. Coastal with the rolling on the scrum. Here, and NC State seems to come up with the ball here. Ball is still rattling around in there.
Picked up by Coastal.
Coastal will come up with possession. Trying to work it around. NC State. Nope, Coastal still with the ball here. Working it deep inside their own territory. Trying to find something, anything, to get themselves in the positive side of the field. Taken down here. Coastal still retaining possession. Nope, NC State now with the ball. Coastal turning it over. And then State tries to work it around the Coastal defense. Ball on the ground here for NC State. And State passes it back, working it around here. Poking and prodding, trying to get a hole through. Trying to put this game on ice as they are within, I believe, 5 yards of that try line here. Coastal trying to make a stand late in this game here.
I will say, even though Coastal has allowed a lot of scores here, their defense down by the try line's been good, but I might have just jinxed it.
There they go again. The Wolfpack working around the outside, inside Coastal's try line. The ball will touch down, and that will be another 5 points for the NC State Wolfpack.
I believe that was the same girl who scored earlier on the outside. She kind of ran that one in, burned a few seconds off, and then hit the deck, and NC State is now up by, and if this kick is good, will double Coastal's score of 17.
NC State is running the same play they did on the last scoring drive.
Yeah, that was the same thing.
They bunched Coastal's defenders all on one side of the field. They had their flankers run around the outside. Just quickly, boom, 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 run it around the outside. Had one person to beat. She beat him. And
safety valve, safety valve, safety valve.
This game,
to the outside, and this game is, like you said,
this match has gotten out of hand quickly for the Chanticleers, as that score will proverbially put this game on ice, as it seems as though that kick will go through. That is another 2 points for.
So they've doubled their lead, 34-5.
The Chanticleers just cannot find an answer for this Wolfpack team. As we wait for the kickoff, we will pause for station identification. You are listening to WCCU SN's coverage of Coastal Club Sports. This is women's rugby. Coastal Carolina taking on NC State in the what seems to be the final game of the season for the for rugby here on Coastal Carolina campus. Coastal down here, it's 34-17, with time now bleeding out here in the second half. Coastal trying desperately to find an answer, maybe get a score here late, make the score a little bit more respectable, as the match nears its conclusion here.
This will be it for Coastal, and it'll be conference championships at the beginning of November.
Coastal looking to three-peat, defending conference champions this year and last year. NC State now with possession. Big hit there by the Chanticleers as they try and force possession to change, and it will not. It will retain. It'll be retained by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack working it up the field. Coastal trying to strip that ball away.
Placed on the ground.
The ball back on the ground. NC State will retain possession here.
Tick, tick, tick goes that clock. Still, Coastal is down 3 possessions.
Clock a significant factor here for the Chanticleers. The Chanticleers do get the possession here, just outside of the Wolfpack's 22-meter mark, as they try and string something together here near the end of the match. Ball on the ground now, ball pass back. I believe that is Richardson with the ball. Richardson trying to work her way outside, working herself around these NC State defenders. Ball back on the ground, turned over, will go back to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack retain possession for much of the game here, as that is a brutal stiff arm by number 16 on the Wolfpack to keep Karaya off of her. NC State now working it close to the close to halfway point, trying to get into Coastal territory, and it seems as though they will get just past that 50-meter mark to work themselves within Coastal territory. Now passes it back. Oh, Coastal ran over there by the Wolfpack. That was number 18 that was ran over. That was Riley on the play. Hope she's all right.
2.5 minutes now, just under, left in this match.
NC State now just trying to play a little keep away, trying to retain that ball to just bleed this clock out and come out of here, Conway, South Carolina, with the win. NC State now still with possession, working it up past the halfway point into Coastal's territory.
NC State out to the side.
As the clock bleeds down to 2 minutes to go here in the match. Oh, good job to stay upright there by NC State, bouncing
like
off 2 defenders.
Half Coastal's team is just mentally checked out this time. They're just
mentally
not running after it.
Mentally and physically, both teams, I believe, are exhausted. However, Coastal is just, they're out of gas. They gave it all they had, and it seems as though this game is over for the Chanticleers.
Yeah, coming up, minute and a half left. NC State up 17 points as we have a whistle here.
Another stoppage here. A game that has been full of stoppages.
Looks like it'll be drop kicked by Coastal, I believe.
It seems the possession will switch hands here to the Chanticleers as we approach 1 minute to go in the match.
Kicked.
That ball will be kicked out of bounds by the Chanticleers. It seems that we might have a throw in here.
Well, this will pretty much probably be one of the last stoppages of play, if probably the last stoppage of play before the end of this game. And just what has been an utter domination by NC State ever since Coastal got out to the 12-0 lead. As I've mentioned time and time again, 34-5 run by NC State after Coastal took the lead early on the first 10 minutes of the first half. Chanticleers just never were in this game outside of the first 10 minutes.
Third one here will go to Coastal Carolina. They work it around their back line. Time bleeding down here, just about 10 seconds to go as it seems as the ball is bouncing around there on the ground. The Wolfpack, seeing the ball bouncing down there to Coastal's try line.
Looks like going to be insult to injury here.
That will add a little insult to injury as time ticks down here. NC State will get another try. That'll add another 5 points to their score as it now stands 39-17. The final seconds bleeding off the clock here with the conversion pending. Just like you said, utter domination here by the Wolfpack after Coastal seemingly using all of their energy to jump out to that early that early lead in the first half. They did make some adjustments as of late, but it just seems as though it was too little, too late for this Chanticleer team.
Coastal did lead 17-10 at half. They're going to finish with 0 points, and not even going to lie, 0 chances in the second half to score. I feel like they never had it over here, besides maybe one time. Just feels like what should have been for the Chanticleers.
And the conversion is up, and it is good. That will extend the lead to 41 to 17 as the referee blows the final whistle here to end the match. Mercifully, if you're
31-point second half by NC State.
If you're Coastal Carolina, mercifully this match is over. Unfortunately, not able to string together anything here in the second half. As you mentioned, a 31-0 second half here for the NC State Wolfpack as Coastal just couldn't find an answer. As the game will end 41-17 in the final game here for Coastal Women's Rugby. Just absolutely, like you mentioned, absolute domination by the Wolfpack to first they got hit in the jaw. They got hit straight in the mouth to start this game, but to come back, adjust, and to put up the numbers that they did in not only near the end of the first half, but all throughout the second half is absolutely cannot be understated for this NC State Wolfpack team.
As we're shaking hands here, but like you said, Chanticleers just punched NC State right in the mouth to start this game. And NC State coming down from Raleigh, coming down to Conway, getting 41-17 the win here. And I'll say it again, 41-5 run to end this game for NC State. And a game that the Chanticleers led at halftime 17-10 as there's a Coastal player down on the field.
She's exhausted.
Yeah,
everyone's exhausted. Everyone is gassed out there. But that will wrap up our coverage of women's rugby here on WCCU SN, Coastal Carolina's student-run sports network. For my color guy here, Ryan, everyone over there for WCCU and WCCU SN, I'm Cade Williams, and you've been listening to WCCU SN's coverage of Coastal Club sports. Yeah, we'll be back for coverage of men's rugby. We'll have a different team out here for that coverage. But in the meantime, stick around. 1 o'clock, men's rugby.
Thank you.
Thank you.